Hey there everybody, welcome back and thank you very much there Farm Russia. Welcome back. Oh, dang. Loaded. Yeah, thank you. If you guys are not following Mr. Farming Truck, link here if not follow. I totally understand you have to run, I know you've got chores to do. So, but yeah, thank you for bringing your peeps in. So welcome back, we are once again on Rivers Remastered. So just doing a little bit of logging. So you might pick some of this up actually. So I've got little areas to actually drop some more trees down. But yeah, we're actually just in here doing a little bit of logging with the good old John Deere. Really. Anyway, let's put that away for a minute and let's go grab my truck. So yeah, I've just cleared a few here. I'm probably going to be focusing, try to clear this over the next couple of days, and yeah, see how we go from there. But yeah, I seem quiet. I don't. Yeah, that I don't know what it is. That wood cutter does seem quite loud. It's weird. I got my microphone jacked right up, and it's right next to my mouth. So yeah, but yeah, welcome in everybody. By the way. Volt drop, hello. Mr. Shawnee's in the house. You can notice Mr. Tony Trucker, don't be here. I think that's everybody yet, so yeah. Welcome in everybody. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed watching Mr. Farming Trucker again. Yes, hopefully he'll be live again later on today, possibly tomorrow and over the weekend, so yay. Actually, to be honest, you mentioned something just at the end of the stream, because I was watching and listening. You mentioned about 7 days to die, and I'm very close to reinstalling it again. Go for a coffee at 15. Okay, Farmer Marks. How are you doing, buddy? And thank you very much for the 7 stream streak there, Mr. Shawnee. Much appreciated. But yes, not a lot's really going on. Just going on, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Monday the new 2.0 drops for 7 days. Really? Ooh. Yeah, to be honest, I'm completely out of the loop when it comes to all that stuff. Heck, I didn't even know when Satisfactory 1.1 was coming out. It turned out it came out just the other day. Yeah, go figure. So, oh well. That's fine. But yeah, you're very welcome. If you need any help getting it linked up, let me know, Farming Trucker. But yeah, where the heck did I put my truck? Oh yes, down here by the sawmill. So at the minute, most of my fields are done. I did get in the other day, cut some grass, baled all that up. It's now been slurried and limed, so it's ready for its next cutting. So that's kind of cool. I did do a little test actually with the trains. So as far as I was aware, all of the trains should auto-load. It may just be that that was something that was in 22 that hasn't been added into 25 yet, but yeah, came to realise it doesn't seem to work at the minute with our trains anyway. So yeah, great. And ooh, someone's got a treasure chest, someone's got a treasure chest. Nice. Oh. Oh, but yes, isn't it good? But yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, it would be nice maybe one day that the trains will auto-load again. I know that placeable one, that will auto-load, but yeah, the one that's in the game, like the one down the left of here, yeah, that is a big no-no. But yeah, so at the minute, I'm mainly focusing on getting my sawmills filled up. I want to get the carpenter filled up, and yeah, see how we get on from there. I do have a couple of hired helpers out there. One's doing some ploughing, one's doing some mulching. And yeah, I'm just going to carry on as normal. But so, yeah, I'm only focusing on fields that show they need to be ploughed. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So if the field has had, it's probably going to be most of the root crop fields. Anything that's had a root crop in before, that's the ones I'm going to be going through and ploughing up. All the rest I'm just going to leave and then direct drill. And then obviously, what, every 3 years I think it is, I'm just going to run the plough through and reset them as it were. Hey, Unforgiving Gaming over on YouTube. How you doing? Good morning and afternoon to you. It's obviously early evening for me, so yes. Alrighty, let's get some of these logs off. So this part I can never see where the logs are, so I always tend to come out of cab just to catch them. But yeah, anyone still having issues with sound disappearing near the vehicle store? Happened to me last night. Not that I'm aware of. I know my was it Wednesday stream. All of my sound went in the game and other places, but yeah, don't believe anybody's mentioned about that. Let's have a little wander down there and have a little look. Da, da, da. Let's see, where are we? Where are we? Vehicle shops down here. Is there anywhere in particular around the vehicle shop that you're having the issues? Just gonna listen for the minute and shut up. Yeah, no, I'm getting sounds here, there, and everywhere. At the minute, anyway. Haha. But yeah, I think quite a few people have mentioned about having sound issues. So it's not just really this map, unfortunately. But yeah, just to show you where we're at. So 85 was a field of potatoes. That has been harvested, and obviously that's now being ploughed. I've got a second helper up here on 95, which was a sorghum field, which is now being mulched, which will be ploughed afterwards because it was purchased. So yeah, I need to get that sorted out. This field here will need to be ploughed at some point. Coming through, obviously 83, that was another sorghum field, which will be mulched first and then plough. Oh, actually, don't really need to do any ploughing at the minute. But going on from there, I do need to look at this field here quickly. Oh, I need to get some, yeah, herbicide over here. Do you see the weeds in here? Holy cripes. Look at all that weed. I'm sure I came through the other day and there was no weeds on here, but oh well. Need to get that sorted out before it gets too far on. But yeah, I've got all these fields here. I still want to sort out. I'm still thinking keep this field here, 52, as it is. Obviously, I'm going to get it ploughed. But then combine 59, 57, and 58. So these three here, combine them into one biggish field. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do over the winter period. These fields are fine. Coming down to the bottom here, obviously 34, 35, that was the one I went in and I got limed and spread slurry on it, so that is ready to rock and roll for the next cut. The only other field that I have done is 22, which was my rice field. I've gone through, I have ploughed it up because it did have some red, like kind of 21. It had that red part, so I thought I just might as well plough the whole thing. So that's ploughed, stones are picked up, and it's been limed, so it's ready to basically go. I might throw in some oilseed radish onto this plot for over the winter period. We'll see, I'm not quite sure yet. I've got this field, I still need to plough at some point. I do have another plough, a smaller one, I think. I could put on there on another tractor. Maybe. But apart from that, there's not really much else been going on, to be honest. As you can see, a lot of it is almost ready. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 or 5 fields, which will be ready next month. And then probably the rest of these will be sort of October, November sort of time. So, yeah, busy. Definitely. But yeah, obviously I've got some that I don't even own, which I could always jump in and do some contracts with. But right now, I'm going to just leave them as they are. But yeah, apart from that, not a lot's really gone on. I will say, I made a big, huge, dumb mistake. So yesterday, I sent a hired helper to mulch this field. And I completely got mixed up with the weeder and the mulcher. I ended up having that all done. I had this guy almost finished, then realised it was actually the weeder, not the mulcher that I'd sent over. So, duh. So I ended up having to go all the way back to the farm, bringing it all down. Yeah, he's been cracking on for the last hour or two doing that field. Yeah, so always make sure to check before you set off that you've got the right piece of equipment. Right, actually, before I do anything, what I'm going to do is jump in over here. I'm not going to walk, I'm just going to jump in one of these. I think it's that one. Curbside? Yeah. Get you warmed up. We'll get that field quickly weeded. There we go. But yeah. So what's everybody been up to? Anything special over the last couple of days? Obviously, I'm just plodding on as usual. I did do a little bit of Satisfactory last night as well. That is definitely coming on. I've got most of the lower end productions up to, but computers and motors are all now sorted out. There's a couple more I do need to sort out at some point, but I do want to get in and really sort out power. I want to do a huge search around the map to try and find more oh crap, what are they called? Crash sites, so I can get more things unlocked. Cause I'm really after the diluted fuel recipe and stuff like that. So yeah. Hey Gamer Paul, how you doing, buddy? Silly Billy and hi. Yes, I am a very silly Billy. Oh, that's point. I can't remember if I give Mr. Farmer Mark a shout out. One of the things I have been doing as well yesterday. Where is he? There he is. I've been playing around with splines in the editor. I'm going to take a slight detour to kind of show this off. So the flower factory, I've actually added in a spline for the AI to recognize. Oh, actually, let me grab a tractor and try to show you what it does. It does a pretty good job. However, there's one little bit that keeps getting hung up on, and it's really bugging the crap out of me. I've moved the spline across in every direction, and it still seems to go too far on one side. So I'm thinking that maybe it's detecting a collision or something in there, and it isn't liking it. It's moving over to get out of its way. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to actually add splines into some of the factories if that is the case. But let me use this guy. I've got a little. This is what I was testing with actually. So it could just be this tractor in all honesty. But I'll get a little bit closer. I'll put a little bit of grain just into this trailer, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. I've literally got the spline going from the gate, start at the gate. It actually goes round to where the unload area is. It actually eventually dumps off once it figures itself out, but at that point it just then cuts out. There is a spline actually going all the way around the factory area and then back out of the gate, and yeah, just doesn't like it at all. But right, and one nice thing as well, yesterday, if anybody didn't notice, Easy Development Controller mod, or Easy Dev Tool, was finally released yesterday by GTX on the mod hub. Yay! So F12, there we go. We're going to add in, we'll just do a little bit of wheat. Actually no, let's do something. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of oat. It's not much, so just something to use as a test. So if we come out of here, we'll go into the hired helper. Obviously, we're going to be delivering to the flower factory. Somewhere over here. Flower, flower, flower. Bridges, gold masters. There. So flower factory. That'd be fine. Let's see, start job. So if I come back out of here, so I'm not actually touching any of this. This is the AI doing this. So obviously it's recognizing the textures, which is quite nice. No more stump cutting. Exactly. Yeah. Bye bye Brooks. I'm sorry. But the nice thing is, actually, I still go through clear with the Brooks, but then I'll just use like a Easy Dev tool just to clear any that I had missed. So this part is fine, as you can see, but up to here, this is where he starts drifting across. and then gets stuck just on the side here. Just like that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I've actually had the spline all the way across here, and he still gets freaking blocked. I don't know why it's doing that. Obviously, if I bring this up where the collisions are, there's nothing really there that would block it in any form, so it's kind of weird. I really don't know what is going on with this thing. One option possibly would be to remove the collision, but then what I'd have to do is take this whole thing apart just to remove a collision on that one little plate. And yeah, I'm not going to go that far. Now, are you going to go? Are you going to go? Probably not. Come on, bring it across, bring it across. No, you want to. But yeah, this is the problem he's had on every single test I've done over today and last night. I just don't understand why it's drifting all the way across here. It's freaking weird, that's for sure. Let me just see if I can come into here, subtract it, just now tap it across a bit. Come on, there we go, mate. See, he can actually come across. He'll hit on that as well, but he will actually unload just like that. We'll get us a tiny little bit, but at this point, yep, it says complete task, so that's something to work on in the foreseeable future. I obviously want to go through and see if I can add splines onto a lot of the factories to make life a little bit easier for those who are not using auto drive. But the nice thing is, if you do add in auto drive, what should technically happen when you first load in with auto drive, it will scan the map for any splines, AI splines, and automatically add it. So what should technically happen, if I was obviously to remove auto drive and put it back in, it will scan the map when I reload and detect that there is a spline going around here, which is something anyway. But this is the other issue I have. So if I come into, where the heck are we here? So if I come to this tractor again, we're going to set a destination. We'll just bring him outside. Let's see how he does. Oh, is he actually going to do it this time? He might actually work. Let's have a look. Earlier, it didn't want to do this at all. It kept saying, even though I was just putting it outside of the factory, it kept coming up saying destination unreachable or something. Ooh, that's something at least. Might need to bring it in from away from that wall, but yeah, it's only that unload area at the minute. From looking at this, seems to be the issue, which is crazy. Look at that, it's doing it, it's doing it. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually messed around properly with splines, in all honesty, guys. So I've probably got something maybe a little bit off. But there we go, look at that, isn't that cool? Well done, mate, well done. But yeah, that's basically what I want to do, is at least where the unload, maybe the loading areas are, have a spline there preset for you guys to just basically connect onto to make life that little bit easier. Get that, that's it. Oh, I'm actually chuffed. That's the first time it's actually worked going all the way around back out. But yeah, it's just try to figure out what is going on with that bit. Did you mention? Yes, it is out on the in-game mod hub by GTX. Yes. And I just realised something. I need to close that tab because I was watching Farmer Trucker, but yeah, he's no longer there. But yeah, to be honest, I had a little look earlier, and there's not a lot really on the in-game mod hub today. But if anybody does want to play around with it, I'll pop a link in chat for you guys, and I'm actually going to pin it as well, just right there. Just click on that, and it'll take you over to the mod hub where you can get the easy development controls mod. But yeah, oh, what's going on with my Twitch there? Says there's a network error. Let's refresh that a sec. Twitch being funny again. go. And I think YouTube is fine now. And we'll pop that actually in YouTube as well for anybody lurking over there. I'm really happy that it is back because it's going to make life, testing especially, a lot easier. There's a factory missing that was in 22 and not in 25, and that's Kellogg's. Kellogg's is not coming back, Gamer Paul. Mr. Dajnet's already said that. We're going to rename the building. And I'm kind of saving a lot of factories for his next map, in all honesty. Yeah, it's going to be basically rebranded to just a generic cereal factory. Yes. But yeah, wanted to keep some stuff free for the next map, so yeah. Jared 1211 1211 is that? Yeah. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? I like those little emotes. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to be going through creating new palettes and stuff anyway at some point for that. And yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks anyways. Going through all the factories, adding in splines that were never added initially. So yeah, I'm just glad that at least it kind of worked with that one anyway. It might... Oh, actually, I'm going to do a test actually. I'm going to do a quick couple of reloads very, very quickly. I want to see if Auto Drive will actually detect where that spline is. It should do, technically. So let me get over to the desktop. I haven't actually tested this yet, so let's just save again. I'm going to check that. I do know there's a few that's actually in the map. You might not realise it, but the hill going from where Barrow Logistics is, heading up towards the back end of the farm, I suppose is the best way to put it. There's an actual spline on there. I didn't even realise that. I don't know if that's by design or what, but yeah, there's a whole load of factories that's not been released yet, which will be if and when Mr. Dave does his next one. Obviously, yeah, that's going to be one. Let me come into here. Come into here. Auto Drive is right there. Let's remove that. We'll start that in a sec. What I'll do is I'm going to do a save, and then I'll reload with Auto Drive back in. Obviously, thankfully I haven't got that many splines down. Only one for doing the water really at the minute. But yeah, I have noticed that not having as many Auto Drive points around the map is definitely giving me a few more frames, which is quite nice. But yeah, this road here, where it's coming around the front of Barrow Logistics and then goes up the hill to the right here. Yeah, that one has a spline. This whole road seems to have a spline. It comes right all the way down to here. Then obviously, if you look carefully, obviously Green Thumb's added splines onto the bridges as well. And yeah, if you weren't aware, he did correct them a while ago. So anyone who's done a new start over the last few months, yeah, it should be fine now. I know initially they were both pointing the same way, but yeah, I did notice yesterday or the day before when I was checking something that they're all pointing in the right direction. One's going one way, one's going the other, so yay! The only problem is this spline here is only pointing in one direction. It's kind of weird. It's almost like it was started to be added but wasn't finished or and rotated, so it comes back down. It's weird. It's weird. But ah well, it is what it is. Da 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 da. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all going to have a great weekend. Yes, I'm just going to be chilling out. Actually, we got a new treadmill delivered today, so got to start trying to get a bit of fitness in as well. It's more for my wife because obviously where she has limited mobility, we're hoping she can get on there for maybe 10 minutes a day or whatever to start off with and maybe get a little bit of exercise in. Right, so there's that. Oh, looks like one of my hired helpers is finished. We'll get into you in just a sec. So let's come into here. We're going to save. We're going to exit. We're going to add it back in. Does anyone else wish your hours played on this map weren't shown? Not sure. I really want to know how much I've played. Actually, I kind of like to keep a kind of a track on how many hours I've got in the map. I know. So, hey Madeira, how you doing? So, if you guys haven't caught Farming Trucker recently, by the way, he actually was live. Was it yesterday? And he's got about was it 850-ish hours in his current save game, but he's already up to year 17. It's crazy. The dude doesn't sleep. It's crazy. But that's for personal reasons. But yeah, there is a shout out from Madeira, and I'm going to do another one for Farming Trucker if I can find him. Where the heck is he? There's Farming Trucker, and we do Farmer Mark, should say. That's who I was on about, not Farming Trucker. Oh, too many farmers around here. But yeah, if you're not following any of those guys, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. And I'm sure I seen Green Thumb out there earlier on, so we'll give him a shout out too. And yeah, okay. Uh, I'm actually seeing a couple of names. Hey, Chris Dishort, Dishout. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. How you doing? Long time no see, buddy. That was probably where I was doing my little spline showing thing. But yes. Yes. And where's Green Thumb? I know he's popping up on my little thing. Da 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 da. And it doesn't usually show on my stream deck. Oh, there he is! Exclamation mark. Drop, yes. Hi, Green Thumb, by the way. Yes, I'm completely missing it. But yeah, I don't mind seeing the hours coming up. So obviously on mine here, as you can see right here, obviously I'm on the map PB Rivers Remastered. My current balance is $7,344,704. That's dropped a heck of a lot over the last couple of days. Oh, bonkers. Um, what have I bought recently? I have no idea. But yeah, 786 hours, 23 minutes is my current playtime on this save game. Add, I don't know, maybe another 500 on top of that for testing and modding and stuff. Yeah. Ready. Auto drive network generated. Should auto drive generate a route network for the transit? Yes. So, oh crap, I didn't bring my bike over here. Okay. Time to do a little test and see something. Let's grab you. Yeah, let's grab you because we're going to be going to a field anyway. Enter vehicle. But yeah, you're very, very welcome. What have you missed? Not a lot, to be honest. The Easy Dev tool is now being released. Obviously, that's what the link is in chat there for anybody who wants to use it. Obviously, great for testing and stuff. That is for definite. But yeah, I'm just going to... I've been trying to add splines into stuff. I've made a start on the flower factory and it's of an issue, should we say. Let's bring this up so we can see. We'll come out here. So yeah, look at that. Oh, crap. So yeah, you can literally see where that spline is that I've added. So let's have a look. Needs a little bit of a tweak, but that's not too bad. And that's something else I've noticed as well. It does seem to need to be adjusted height-wise, but that's fine. So yeah, basically what it's meant to do is come through here, follow this, come in here. Actually, I wonder if I was to add in a point just for a minute. Let me come in here. We're going to rename this flower drop off. Call that for a minute. Okay. Just had a thought. Because technically auto drive will just stay on that spine, won't it? So how come the AI has that issue with colliding? That's what I don't get. Let's go find that tractor again. Where are you? There. Enter. We're going to add that little bit of oat. We're going to do set amount just 100 for a test. Liters. I'm going to turn auto drive off because that should technically work, but as we can see the spline, let's have a little look. I never even thought about showing this. Yeah, actually, yeah, you have to reload with a new auto drive. Or actually, I don't know if there's a way of, once you've got auto drive in, if you had a factory in, can you rescan the map in the mods for splines? That one, I don't know. Yeah, let's stop it right there. Let's go out of cab just a minute, just so we can see. Yeah, that's there. So hired. So we're gonna go. Oh, look at that! It's a nice little green route there. Right then, we're gonna deliver to the flower factory. I still wish Giants and modders would add in a search option where you can type in a certain name or the start of a certain name, and it just brings up a little list that you can click on. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Let's see how he does. So hired helper is doing it all himself. But yeah, as you can see there from a minute ago, the spline is perfectly in the middle, so there's should be no needs for it to come off that spline and go off to the drift off to the right. It's a definitely a weird one. I don't know. I don't get it. Might have to do some research into silos or something. See how they work. So he stayed on the point for. And look, see right there. He just drifts straight across. Why? Why? Why did he drift across when he got down here? What's so special about this spot right here? The only other thing is changing this unload area. Is he trying to recenter the wagon? I honestly don't know. See, so obviously that is the Giants AI doing that one. Now obviously if I was to use auto drive, we'll start it back here a little bit. Now, we're coming to auto drive, we'll go to flower drop off, and obviously we want to set it to drop off, and go. So obviously he will, but should, in essence, stay on the spline. This is what the base game one should be doing as well. It could do being actually nudged across a bit, but see, it worked. How come the Giants one doesn't stay like that? That's what it should be doing. Actually, it could do coming across maybe a bit more into the middle, but that ain't too bad. But what is it with this right here? I don't know. There's nothing there. I really, really, really have no idea. But it's there at least. So if anybody one does use auto drive, they could technically just connect to it or not if they wanted to. It is what it is. I don't know. It's just me being weird, I guess, or it's being weird. But yeah, I'll have to have a look, see how the Giants silo is. The trailer only tips out of the back. Yeah, that's all it is. This particular one only tips out of the back. But yeah, why would it come all the way across here? I'll have to do some tests, see, try different trailers, see if any, if they're, actually that's a good idea. Let's go grab one from the shop quickly. Actually, as we're testing, we're going to do a little bit of cheating. Where is this? Teleport. Right, let's grab a different trailer that's not modded. Because it could also be that it's a modded trailer, I don't know. We don't need anything too big, something like that would be fine, I think. Yeah, we'll leave it all that is. We're going to just lease that. Now, obviously, this trailer has what, one, two, is it three different tip sides to it? So you've got the back, the sides, and all that. So, if it's going to have any issues, it's probably more like this. Maybe it just doesn't like the half-pipe trailer. I have to try it with a truck as well. And then another thing as well, bridges. It hates bridges, it really does. Mentioned it in Farmer Mark's stream last night when he was streaming, and yeah, even his was having issues. Oh, that's interesting. Where's the other spine gone? Oh, it's underneath. Now, I wonder if I can do it from here, just out of interest. Let's come into here, because obviously I need a little bit of something in here, so let's go with a little bit of... Oh, once again, we'll do just 100. Right, so H. Flower factory, that's all fine. Go. Okay, so it is detecting the spline underneath, which is something. But yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Is obviously this road here does have a spline for some reason. Not sure why, but it looks like it's actually going under the ground quite a way. But it's there, regardless. There is one there. It's almost like it was started but never really finished. But the only reason I've got the points for auto drive there showing is just so I can see where the splines and all that are. There we go. But yeah, obviously this has, obviously got 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure this, is it sides on this thing? Or is that just the modded version? I think it might be just the modded. Oh yeah, this side here also opens up. So 1, 2, 3. This is where it gets a little bit drunk. Welcome back there, Farm Marks. Coming along this road. I'm going to be repainting this actually. I think I might do gravel or something because it seems to act a little bit better on gravel, dirt, than dirt, I should say. But yes, trying to get splines to work is a night. Well, it's easy enough to add in, I found out. But yeah, get them to work correctly is a nightmare. It really is. But yeah, I'm not touching anything right now. But yeah, this is all the base game helper doing this. Yeah, how's your save game going on there, Farm Marks? Are you still in year 17 or have you gone past the new year yet? Oh yeah, that's a point. That would help if you were on the still 17. Okay. Coolio. Right, so here's the start. So he's sticking with the same points, and yeah, see. Oh, yeah, he drifted over a little bit, but not as bad. So it could just be the trailer, but even that he drifted across, not as far. But he did drift across to here, didn't he? But here you go, so he's actually dropped off, he's carrying on. This is not auto drive, this is actually the base game hired helper doing this as well. You can see right here it does say AI, not auto drive or anything. But yes. There we go. Yeah, I might need to bring that in a little bit actually. But for first attempt, I think I did a quite good job there actually. Smooth on the cornering there, that's nice. Can I the whole basically that whole unload area is basically 1 or 2 pieces. For that to be removed, I would probably need Green Thumb Farmer's help to basically remove maybe a section of this. yeah, maybe a little section here. See, what I would probably have is maybe just cut away right there, sort of thing, and then maybe match it up on this side as well. So that's probably what I would do personally. But yeah, that's beyond my abilities. But oh, yeah, it's kind of weird that it. What am I getting stuck on? Yeah, it's kind of weird that it comes across just there. There's no collisions or anything there, so it's weird. But yeah, I don't know if Green Thumb's able to do it. It'll probably take him maybe a couple of minutes just to grab it and just chop a section off. That might work. But yes. But apart from actually that, he did quite well actually. A lot better than the half pipe trailer, I will say that. So, could just be the trailer. Oh look, there's a deer. Hello deer. Hello deer. Hello. Hello Bambi. And Bambi's girlfriend. Hello. Don't go through. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh dang it. But yeah. Actually, I might do a quick test with a truck just before I go back into playing, just to see how it does. You can stay there for a minute. I'll sort that later on. Because obviously I tend to use more trucks than that dude. Now we'll use the big guy next to us. Disconnect you. It looks like there's a spline or something over here as well. Don't know what that's on. Oh, that might be for the silo. Oh, crud. But yeah, I'm really trying my best to really use the base game AI if I can for things instead of auto drive. I really want to try and get rid of auto drive permanently for the most things. Yeah. Let's see. We'll do a contest. We'll shove a little bit of. What haven't I used in there yet? Sorghum. There. See, this is going to be the best best test is using a big truck like this. Hey PJ, you love auto drive? Yeah. So do I, to be honest. It is a nice mod to use. However, I do want to go back to basics really at times, and just use like the base game stuff. So, yeah, how you doing anyway, my dear? How you getting on that funny map of yours? So let's see. We'll do the same thing again. We'll create a job from down here, and we'll see how he gets on. So, deliver. Obviously, we're going to the flower factory. I apologise for the flashing as we're jumping through the factories. Right there. And we'll set that to go. So straight away he's detected the spline that's gone up this hill here, which is good. NF Marsh, yes, that funny map. It's coming on. Oh, good. I have been lurking in your streams, to be honest. I don't tend to say it a lot because obviously Bretta and the rest of the guys over there know a lot more about that map. So yeah, I just sort of okay. I'll leave it to you guys. Come on, you can do. Okay. That wiggly wobbly is not doing my doing my head in a little bit. Come on. Paint. We'll use that one, I think, for the minute. I think that's the one. Oh, you hear the little goatee? Why is he saying unreachable? Is it because I'm in the way painting now? Maybe. Should have done this way before now, but oh well. See, what would be nice as well if there was a way of creating a placeable spline system. I'm pretty sure the road pack that Boomhauer was playing around with does something similar, but it would be nice if there was a way to just have it where you don't have the paintable road part. Let me just do this quickly. Not too worried if I miss little bits, but there we go. Oh, I was doing actually today, earlier this afternoon, I did make a start on creating a road. I'll show you in just a sec. Kind of a shortcut, I suppose, best way to put it, to go from the central farm there over towards the mining area, and obviously PFs, concrete and all that. Oh, I keep hitting the shift key. Just up that bit. I haven't actually tested it, how it feels in a vehicle yet, but it's a work in progress. It was something I mentioned about the other day, so I thought, why the heck not? I've got a spare 5 minutes, so I better start on it. There we go. Right, let's try you again. So there, everything is set up there. Go. Hopefully that'll be less wibbly wobbly. Yes, I know. Yes. What's strange is I'm sure Beretta used to play PV maps. But yeah. Right, let's see. So it's a little, yeah, he's getting there, he's getting there, he's getting there. It's a little bit more wibbly wobbly than the tractor, which is interesting, but he is getting there. Right, so we should pull it here. Let's see if this actually drifts across. So there he is, he's detected the spline into here. Now, is it going to be just the tractor, or is it the tractor? See, the truck's doing it as well, but... Oh. It's hit on something. What are you hitting on? See, it's still drifted across over towards the right there, but he did get over a little bit better. Okay, now this is actually going to be the big test to see if that is too close to the fence, but it did it, which is quite nice. Might just need to maybe nudge it across a little bit, I don't know. Let's see, so come around here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to bring this spline in just a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, he got there, but yeah. Just need to bring it in so it's a little bit more up here, I think. The only problem is some of these corners are a little bit tight. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it seems to be improving each time it does it, so well, it did it anyway, at least, so it's there. That's the main thing. These are the paths I wanted to do. Yes. There we go. Yeah, so literally what I've been doing, PJ, in case you missed it and anybody else. So, one of the things I want to be able to do is start adding in splines into the factories. And this is actually kind of my test one. I knew it was quite close to where I spawned, so I thought, why the heck not give the flower factory a go and over. So I've actually gone into the editor, added a spline in here. Also, I've used auto drive just to show the points. I've literally just restarted so it would recognise it. But yeah, every time a vehicle comes over here, for some weird reason, it just comes over to the right hand side rather than staying sort of in the centre here. I don't know. I don't understand why. Auto drive seems to be fine. But yeah, the in-game AI helper just seems to keep drifting over here for some weird reason. The only thing I could think possibly is maybe it's detecting the collision or something on these here. I wonder if they could be dropped down a fraction. I'll have to have a look. That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe it's just detecting that right there, the little lip. I don't know. It's a weird one anyway, whatever it is. But yeah, I'll keep working on it over the weekend. But yeah, eventually what I do want is the majority of the factories now set up with splines where it can go to the drop-off area and the pick-up area. So yeah, it makes your guys' life a little bit easier. Then all you have to do is, if you do have an auto drive, is do a quick route in and connect it up, and then wherever it's heading off outwards. So yes. Grey Dog, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. But anyway, yes. So that is something I will keep working on. You never know, I might get things worked out. So you can come down to this field here and start working on that one. Right, we've got this guy to do in the cornfield. We're going to go play in the cornfield, guys. Oh, that's weird. I thought I heard somebody coming in there for a sec. I'll tidy this lot up later on. But yes, my aim really would be to completely remove auto drive. Never needed to even have it. But yeah, we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure it can also unload harvesters. So that is something I would love to maybe try next year, or possibly this year actually. So I've still got a few more fields that need to be harvested. Oh, that's something as well I was going to show you as well. Let me stop this here a second. Yeah, I mentioned about creating a cut through. So it's actually going to be over here. So obviously you've got the main farm over there. There's usually what start off with 2 fields over in this corner. I've literally just taken a little bit of the mountain out. I'm going to smooth it off a little bit more. And I've added in just some gravel coming around here. But obviously one of the things I want is, I don't know, a barrier or something to go along here just in case. But yeah, the aim is to have this road probably coming around and maybe marrying up to this one here. And then I'm probably going to be repainting this whole road. And then that's going to then give us extra access over to the mining area and places over here, rather than having to go the long way around and past the animals all the time. So the aim would be probably something like have that road just maybe curving around, marrying up here. This area, when I actually own it, I might end up just replanting it on this side. But then, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to plough it up. I remember now. I was going to plough this area up. It's probably going to end up 2 fields, and I'm just going to plant it with grass for the minute. This field, when I get around to purchasing this lot, my aim is to keep this as it is. Might as well. These 2 fields I'm going to combine together and probably extend down to the road. One of the things I was thinking of actually is maybe moving this road so it's maybe a bit further down, because obviously I've got all this grass area here I could technically utilize in a better way. So yeah, I might move this road just down a smidgen so it's literally coming maybe straight down here, and then extend that field right down. Then that gives me a nice little area here later on for potentially another factory to go on. Who knows? Or something, I haven't got a clue. Maybe set up a little factory, I don't know, a little farm there. Yeah. Farm Marks, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. But yeah, the other little project I do have on my list is to go through and around Campbell's and tidy it up. One, to have a decent road coming in here, because there's nothing at all. Maybe reduce the actual concrete area, and maybe add some trees going up around it, stuff like that. I don't know yet. But yeah, have a decent road maybe coming in on one side and maybe going out here, for example. I don't know yet. Let's think. Try to think how to do it. Maybe one there. Maybe come across the train tracks. Come back there. But yeah, I could have something up to maybe about here. And cut it off and then just have the road coming there. Have a road coming out here if I wanted to. So yeah. And then maybe another road here. So 3 entrances being added, possibly. We'll see. Or maybe just have the 2 on this side. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely want to add something going around it just to give it a little bit of life. Obviously, one of the big things I did last weekend, I think it was, is all the way around the mining area, as you can see, is caked in trees now. Oh yes, I was very busy the other day. Just place. Be nice, possibly, to take these trees all the way down this back here and just tidy it up a little bit. But yes, get in there. Trees, I like trees. Yeah, but yeah, I've got to get rid of these trees. I don't like these trees. I'm going to replace them with spruces. So yeah, little things, little things. But yeah, I've still got to somehow create a little road, maybe coming around this mountain here, and just marry it into the road down here. So maybe something coming up here and up and around. That's kind of my idea. But yes, too many little jobs to do. That's a problem. It is. And let's turn that off so we don't see you anymore. Yes. It's fun! Loving it. All these little ideas I keep having, and it's, yeah, not good. However, I think, personally, I'm liking how mine is progressing. So it's getting a little bit more life to it, I suppose. There's more trees and such in there. There we go. But yeah, let's go get this field sorted out. Because, yes, weeds. Weeds are lovely. Hopefully I left enough space. I haven't quite decided what I'd want to do around the vehicle shop here. Whether I could do what Mr. Greenthumb Farmer's done and just plant tons and tons of trees around here. That's a possibility. Yeah, but at the minute that's way out of my plans at the minute. So yeah. Will it make you happy to know I am on Rivers today? Yay! She's back on Rivers. Yes, PJ. At the end of the day, you can play whichever map you want, guys. You know that. Don't let me badger you into constantly playing one map. Yeah, if there's other maps out there, obviously farming trucker there. He's on Judith Plains. There is Judith Plains, isn't it? Something like that, anyway. I know Mr. Wheels was on there the other day. So, actually, it's a nice map, I will say that. They have done an amazing job with that. I think it's the first map from what I remember as well. So, yeah, why the heck not? Give it a try, do it. Let's see, what else we got? So obviously we've got X-Man, we've got T Miller, who are both playing on Uncharted Valley at the moment. See, I'm on here, Greenthumb Farmer's on here, Farmer Marks is playing this map, Madeira, I believe, is playing this map as well. I don't know if she's changed to another one yet, but yeah, I like the map. I do. It's definitely one I could keep my teeth sunk into for quite a while yet. With all the ideas that keep popping in my head that I want to achieve, yeah. You love it, yeah. I will say, JD did a great, amazing job on Uncharted Valley. He really did. He really did. It's almost nice putting me off, actually, in all honesty, of making my own map. Let's see if we can get this lined up a bit. Now this is the only time I have had an issue, so let's get you locked in. There, 88. No, I need to be 90. There. I haven't as yet taken the plunge though, and added in the animal mod, is it the realistic animals and realistic weather yet. That I haven't quite got around to doing. There we go. Yes. I know X-Man seems to love them. He really, really does. Actually, I'd love to... I'm kind of thinking what I might do is just take a copy of this save game, add in the realistic weather, run it through just to see how it looks during the morning, afternoon, evening sort of time, weather-wise, stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. And if I like what I see, I might keep it in this save game. But yeah, is anybody actually using those mods, by the way? Is it? Oh, hang on. Let me get the right name of them. It's yeah, realistic livestock and realistic weather mods. They're by the same modder. I don't know if anybody's used them on here. If so, let me know what you think of the weather changes and such. I know for X-Man recently, his has definitely been very wet, a lot of puddles and stuff. Let's lock that into there. That's fine. You're on. X-Man and his puddles. His fields from the... Yes, that's what those puddles should say, are created by, is that realistic weather mod. Yeah, the other thing it does put me off is obviously if you get into, say, the harvest season, where like sort of July, August, September, that sort of time, when you really want to get your grains off of the field. I don't want to be there waiting and waiting and waiting for just a dry moment to get in, to get it harvested, and then it tip down again and have the fields done. Yeah, I don't want that. How you doing there, Wolf Designs? But yeah, if anybody is using them, let me know how you get on with it. Or has anybody tested it to see how it does react on the map? Let's see if I can get this lined up. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this out of cab because constantly changing my lines is not easy. Come on. Yes. I'm kind of thinking, how the heck do farmers do this in real life? I can't even tell where... Obviously, I suppose most of them will be reading beforehand. It gets this tall, but yeah, how the heck you meant to do it with this? Pum, 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 pum. Oh well. Look at that. However, I will say one thing. This year's crops look absolutely amazing. Giants have definitely done a very, very good job of them. Right, just out of interest, where is... Okay, so it's not quite getting the whole bit, okay. I have to do a little bit ourselves just here. Actually, what if I could do it? If I line up there for the minute, that'll work. Hey, Coffee Man! Long time no see! How are you, sir? How are you? Will not dare to try and use... Oh, man, okay. Yeah. I might have to just throw them in and see how it goes. But the thing is, does it detect where you are in the world yourself? So obviously if I'm in the UK, we get a lot of rain. is it going to say, okay, you're in the UK, we're going to just throw in a load of rain for you? uh, yes. However, I know, and obviously, if you're in, say, Africa, for example, is it going to just do constant dry spells? Yeah, I don't know. Right, let's see if I can line this bugger back up. Let's lock you in. There we go. But yeah, oh well, we'll see. I'd like if you could set the region to base the weather on. So if they gave you 4 or 6 options to base the weather on, it would be nice. Yeah, yeah, that would be kind of cool. Big Teddy Bear Gaming, how you doing? Yes, it's a Wild Billy, it is. Send help, exactly. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How are you? But yeah, if you guys are not following Coffee Man 101, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. And as well as Big Teddy Bear Gaming. I know he streams from time to time, so definitely go over and check him out. Hey KW, how you doing there, buddy? Da, 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 da. There we go. Lock that in there. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Run some cord over. Yeah, nearly there. Come on, go. There we go. Let's just see how we're getting on. In case of Jono, how are you doing? Jono, should say. How are you doing, buddy? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Weeds. Oh, look at that. I'm good. Oh, I missed a little bit right there. How the heck did I miss a bit there? Oh well. I just spin around and grab that a little bit. That's, yeah, see that's gonna bug me. That would. That's fine. Try to see where the end of the field is. I think it's around out there. Let's spin around and we'll just get those last little bits. I think around out there should be fine. Oh, excuse me. Tired, I just wish I knew why my game sound crashes after a few hours of playing. I don't know, a lot of people have been having that same issue, Big Ted Bear Gaming. I had it on Wednesday. My game sounds just blur before streaming. Didn't even realise. I ended up having to reload the game to get it to come back. And I know Farmer Marks has had that issue yesterday, as well as several other people have mentioned it. It's something with the game, because it's not just one map that it's happened on, from what I've heard now. So yeah, it's buggy. It is definitely buggy. I thought it was actually my headset was having a funny 5 minutes, but when I went live, it wasn't coming through on the stream as well. So yeah, it's weird. It's either, actually, I'm going to say it's either the game or it's Windows. I'm not going to just blame it on the game because that's where most of the issues come from, but I think it's something maybe a Windows update possibly caused. But yeah, who knows? Hopefully something does get a fix for that. Obviously, the more people that report things like this, maybe they can narrow down exactly what it is, if it is the game causing it or if it's Windows, for example. Yeah, if it is something within the game, and touch wood, since Wednesday I haven't had any sound issues yet. I have been playing with sound on, so yeah. But anyway, what we'll do is get this sent back home and we'll go grab my truck again. Wherever the heck I parked it, I can't remember. I think it was still down here. We'll get some of those logs cleared from down here. But yes, you up to date? What? What? Not quite sure what you mean there, Kaufman. Obviously, yeah, there's no more updates at the minute. There is one if anybody is struggling with glue. Exclamation mark glue in chat will give you an updated version of the glue factory. That's the only thing at the minute that has been updated. Now, I did message NBC Massive Dad yesterday. He is going to have a look over the weekend at his paper factory to allow it to output more carton roll and paper roll. So hopefully there'll be an update coming for that over the weekend. So yeah, obviously he's very, very busy with getting ready to move at the minute. So yeah. You up to yeah, yeah, sorry. I lost it. Hey there, T Miller. How you doing, buddy? Oh, Mr. T Miller was live actually this morning when I woke up. It was quite nice. Kind of took me back. It really, really did. And if you guys are not following Mr. T Miller, make sure to click on that link. Give him a follow. He is actually playing Uncharted Valley at the minute. And just really getting started, to be honest. But yeah, go over, give him a follow, catch him when he does go live. NBC talked to you last. Okay, cool. Coolly up, yeah. Once he's done the update and the tweaking stuff, he will be letting us all know. Hopefully. But yes. All you have to do is, if you want something, just ask. Can't guarantee it will get sorted out, but just, yeah, you can always ask. Yes, there we go. Welcome back. I don't know why you get so many ads considering I have them turned off, Coffee Man. It's a weird one. Actually, as there's a few other people out there who isn't subscribed, and for those ones who do not have Turbo, that could be what it is. For those who don't have Turbo, or who aren't subscribed, do you guys get ads regularly during my stream? Obviously, I've got them turned off. The only thing that you should get is a pre-roll ad. But apart from that, that's about it. Obviously, from the look of it, Mr. Coffeeman's getting them every few minutes, so I don't know if it's something on his end or what. But yeah, I've got Turbo, and I do subscribe to certain individuals. Go. Let's get that lined up. Now let's see if I can do this. I've been trying. So there's the doorway I want right there. Hopefully, yep, plenty of room on that side. Bring that across a little bit. See, I'm getting there. I am trying my hardest to do this in-cab view malarkey. There we go. But yeah, actually, to be honest, the mirrors on this aren't too bad. You can quite clearly see most of what's around you, behind you, as it were. But when you get into things like the oxbows, let me jump into one of these just briefly. Camera. See, it's very... Well, actually, that one isn't too bad. Which one was... There was one of these that is impossible to see properly. Either that or something's changed, I don't know. I can't remember which one it was, but there was one of the vehicles I just could not line up for love and money. Maybe I was too stressed trying to think, oh come on, get in there. I see there is a John Deere AR pack that uses IRL, or IR. I wonder if it has precision parameters. It might do. It may do. Right, so you're going and you're going. Oh yeah. Let's grab the bike and let's go. Oh, this is another thing as well I did as well. Just quickly, I put a little bit of a hedge around the front of my chickens just to stop them getting scared. That's my excuse for putting it in there. But yeah, I put a little hedge going along the front of my chickens there. But yeah, I've got turbo as well, so a lot of people are actually going that way. It doesn't only cost what is it, $20 a month, and you don't get any ads, but you're supporting the streamers because obviously even though the ads are running, you don't actually get to see them, sort of thing. So it is a good way of doing it, though. I will say that. Da, 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 da. Look at that. That looks so good. Actually, this almost reminds me of a few roads I used to go up and down when I was a kid, growing up in the countryside. Ads on this end. Save the little box on top of. Okay. Come on, change gear, change gear. There we go. Oh. It was stuck in first or whatever was there for a second. Yeehaw! Oh crap, oh crap, 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 crap. Oh. Ah crap, oh. Oh, that was lucky. Self-righting bike. Actually, while I'm here, I want to check something quickly. Please don't say you're full again, or am I just parked too far back? Okay. It's just too far back, that's all. Right there. There you are off. Nope, I don't want the truck, I want the bike. Give me the bike. Oh, I did get into the mine and got some ore picked up the other day as well. So that is good, that's back up and running, getting my nails made. Well, that was a bit close. That was a little bit close for comfort. Yikes. There we go. Ready. Up the top of the hill here. And yeah, I've actually been looking at a few in-game vehicles that I wouldn't mind maybe modifying myself or adding in with the AI. Not AI, AR I should say. IR, whatever it's called. The interactive controls mod. But yeah, a lot. So very complicated. So, like, say for instance, if I wanted to take this truck here, for example, what I'd need to do is set up a node to click on for the door to open. But the thing is, I'd also need to make sure that the door itself is an individual piece itself that can pivot on this edge here, so it opens to a certain degree and closes. Oh, yeah, not easy, that's for sure. So let me turn that blinking super strength off. Off there. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that maybe one day they would come in and add more controls to things, but nothing yet. Anyway, has come about. Do you think the horror house can be converted to 22? It sure could do if you want to, Miller. Go for it. I don't know if I'm... Yeah, if you wanted to, you could do it. It'd obviously save me a little bit of time. Okay, I thought as much. Let's unload. We'll load that back on. There we go. For those that don't know, 2 Point Museum is the free game on Epic. Really, KW? Never heard of it. Okay, is it any good? Oh, I'm stuck on a stump. Is it any good? That's the thing. I need to slow down, I know. I have my mother's heavy iron foot. That's the problem. Yeah, she was terrible. She really was terrible. When driving, it was always go fast or you're stopped type speeds. There was only two speeds, stopped and go fast. But what's crazy, she very rarely ever got a speeding ticket. Well, however, the only time she did get a speeding ticket was coming back from Scotland one year in a Lada Samara, if anybody knows what that is. Yes, and that was back in the late 80s. Oh, yes. Even the police were shocked, but to be honest, they actually let her off. But then, about 5 minutes down the road, she got pulled over again and got a ticket. Oh, but yes. My mum was definitely a card, that's for sure. Ah. Billy, why you... sinned? What? Billy, way you out sin? Did you say you'd be in sinned all the way? Mr. Coffee Man, can you do me a favour? Take your time when you're putting comments in and double check what you're putting, because I'm not quite sure or understanding what you mean by sinned. As much as I love you, dude, it's very hard for streamers to read what you're on about. Anywho, the good thing about doing fast and having an accident is that you won't get hurt. Yes. Well, in the game, yes. In reality, yeah, not so much. Right, I want this to go to the carpenters first of all. Now, I did have some planks and longer planks distributed over here, so that is a bit of a start. No, don't stop. I want you to actually just keep talking, but look at what you're typing and make sure that it's correct before you hit this chat button. Just take your time and yeah, make sure that it's correct before you send it. Is that all it's doing, really? Dang. I was hoping it was going to do a little bit more than that, but oh well. But no, I want you to keep talking, but I want you, like that, like you said, okay, I'll stop, that's perfect. It's a perfect sentence or comment. But when you put in that, like that previous one, and I think it was the one before that as well, or a couple of, yeah, it's a little bit tricky to understand what the heck you're on about. I fixed something that was broken in my GTA. Ah, nice. And there'd be something as well, Mr. Coffee Man, as well. For every chat, before you hit that chat button, is to read and make sure that it is exactly what you want to say. Or if you really want to, you can always send me a voice message in Discord, if that makes life a little bit easier. Because yeah, my brain at the minute is just not working correctly to decipher what some comments are saying or meant to be asking. There we go. Right, but yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's point. Did I set that one to distributing? I cannot remember. Oh, didn't quite get them all. See, that's how the triggers should work. Just drive through them and the wood disappears. I might have to have a look at the other sawmill in here and see if that can be adjusted at some point. Let's have a look. Come on, be closer. Didn't want to move. Crazy. Distribute. Yeah. So yeah. T Miller. Obviously, when you add in the Bravens mod, which is the production storage control mod, if you actually come in here, you click on the products or a product, and at the bottom here, you can actually change the output mode. Just click on that, and then here it'll have a list of all products within that factory. And you can actually then set them to distribute. So if you got the sawmill, for example, you'll have planks, long planks, beams, armoires, so on and so forth, resin, wood chips. You can literally set the whole lot to distributing. Oh, one sec. Are you guys still there? Yeah, I just noticed Twitch is having a funny 5 minutes. Yeah. YouTube is fine, by the way. There we go. Are we back? I hope. Hopefully, I don't know. There's a little bit of buffering going on at the minute. I had loads of. I don't know if anybody can hear me out there, but I had issues yesterday as well. When Farmer Marks was streaming for a little while, one, it wouldn't come up with. Oh yeah, what one moment it was there, then it wasn't. It was shown who was there, then it wasn't. It's crazy. You see it now. It's buffering. Okay, we'll give it just a moment. You're back? Okay. Yeah, give it a refresh if you can hear me. But yeah, we'll give it a moment just to check. I'm not actually getting any frame rate drops, that's the thing. Let me just double check my... I don't think it's my internet. I do know that we do have some thunderstorms coming. Let me just do a quick test on my internet. We'll just do this quickly while I'm live. See what it is. Seems okay now? Okay. Yeah, I've had no frame rate drops, which is interesting, which is good. My end anyway. And I'm just doing a quick internet speed test. It is a little bit lower than it should be. Yeah, it's around about half of what it should be actually. Maybe the time of the day. But it's okay. So I'm guessing it's something with Twitch being twitchy again. Yeah, we had the same thing yesterday. But yeah, going back to what I was literally saying there. So the production storage control mod, Team Miller. This is anybody else out there who has productions out there. I recommend it highly. If you don't have it, go onto the in-game mod hub, search Braven or the production storage control mod. So it's a pain in the ass. Get it, install it, and what it'll actually allow you to do is it'll allow you to distribute every individual product in a production. That includes the main products. So, for example, the sawmill. Let me go actually into the sawmill a sec. We'll come out of here. Sawmill down the bottom here. So obviously this is the built-in sawmill. This is actually a base game sawmill that's been tweaked a little bit. But normally, without the mod, you could only distribute these 5 products. So the chipboard, the wood, the planks, the long planks, the prefab walls, and the wood beams. They're the only ones you'd be able to do. But with Braven's mod, if you actually come over here, you can actually come down to change output mode. As you can see here, it adds in any sub products they're being made in there. So the wood chips and the resin for this map are also in this list, which will allow you to then distribute them as well. Same thing with Green Thumb Farmers Gold Masters that are on this map. Obviously, primarily you should be able to distribute the gold flake jars, but for some weird reason, because this byproduct, which is clean fill, is producing more than the main product, it kind of overrides it and it doesn't work quite right. But if we come into here with that mod active, and if you haven't seen this, this is kind of cool. We'll go up the list. We're going to find Green Thumb Farmers Gold Masters. Here we go. So obviously right here we've got gold. Obviously I've got it set to distributing. Obviously if I come into here, it'll allow me to distribute both products now with that mod. And as yet I have not had a single issue with something not distributing. So yeah, go onto the in-game mod hub, look for either Braven or look for the production control production stock control mod. It's a pain in the bum. It's basically a simple version of revamp from what we had back in 22. And yes, it will transfer crops, it will transfer mining materials, pallets, the whole friggin' lot. But yeah, thank you, T Miller. Yeah, I'm guessing that is the link right there. So yes, definitely recommend it for every map, in all honesty. Not just this map, but Uncharted and any of the base game maps, any map that is out there. It is crazy. But yes, the whole freaking lot. And also one last thing as well. I know Farmer Marks didn't realise this, but my water silo that's on my Trello does or did have snow added to it. So it actually turns snow into water, and you can use that as well. So if you haven't got this showing, water and the snow to water as an option in that silo, make sure you go to my Trello, get it and update it as well. You got 1,000,000 liters on each, so yeah, it works very, very well. Right then, so they're fine, they're set up. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, obviously I am waiting on the proper revamp mod to come out eventually. Then we can start going in, hopefully start doing things like the palette visuals again. Hopefully get buildable factories going again as well, which would be quite nice. I know Green Thumb's already played around with one factory and got it buildable using the Giants version. It's a little bit jiggly or something from what I understand, but it is possible of doing it that way-ish. But yeah, if we can get it with the revamp and all the other hidden stuff, should we say, it would be great. And the inability to that's point send stuff to the build would be kind of nice. I'm thinking about bringing back my Carpenter factory from 22. It makes all the DLC products. You could do. To be honest, they're all in the game already. It's up to you, in all honesty. Now, where is it? There is a way for deleting products. Delete that. Yeah, so these I literally spawned out with the Easy Dev tool. So I'm not going to use them because they're not mine, so yeah. The thing is, when you get further on as well, T-Miller, is you really don't need them that much. But yeah, you got the update, good, glad to hear it. Yes. But one thing I will say, if you are using the Easy Dev tool, and you do turn this delete object on, make sure to turn it off once you're finished, because I've done this back in 22 where I accidentally deleted a vehicle. Yes, you can delete vehicles, you can delete buildings with it, you name it, you can delete it pretty much. I've even deleted fully grown trees on Canyon Crossing back in 22 just to get them out of my way, because I couldn't be bothered to bring over the brucks or whatever to chop them down. Yes. So yeah, once it's active, do what you need, turn it straight off. So yeah. I don't want to see your message, Don. I think I deciphered Coffee Man's last message, Lee. I think he was saying you were outside the cab and you said you would be inside. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Um, it's hard to see where the heck the logs are, so yeah, I do come out occasionally, so it's not hard. Uh, well, it is hard to be honest, because I haven't got a foggiest where the heck these logs are. See, I could quite easily just stop there and think, okay, is it loading? Is it not? I have no idea. But the only, yeah, there's a few spots that I will come out of cab just to see what the heck's going on. But yeah, actually, I would like to see maybe the interactive control mod allow you to adjust the mirrors. That would be kind of a cool idea. So was that? If you are still out there, I hope I haven't scared him away or upset him. But yeah, is that exceptions to every rule? Exactly. Just look at Dave. Look at how many rules he made and then broke them within 5 minutes. Yes. But yeah, Coffee Man, if you are still out there, is that what you're asking? Or saying is obviously I'm out of cab view, even though I'm supposed to be in cab view. Actually, one thing I did do, and I will say I have put my hands up, I have tried very, very hard with the other Volvo excavator thing. Where the heck is it? This thing? Nope. I don't know even where the heck it is now. I honestly don't know where is it under forestry, maybe, thinking about it. It's that one with that big grapple hook thing. Nope. Forwarder? Nope. Nope. Where the heck is it? Oh, this thing. Yeah, I've even tried with this thing. And no offense, but that is friggin' impossible to use, in my opinion. I really think this is one of the worst pieces of equipment that's been added. It's a nightmare. It really, really is. I would prefer to get something like that, for example, and maybe lift them up that way. But yeah, not nice. That is all I can say. Yeah, we love you, Coffee Man. Exactly. Exactly. I think I might have scared him away by saying what I did to him. I do apologise, Coffee Man. But yeah. But yeah, obviously one of the things is, once obviously everything at the minute is, once it's all built, to be honest, most of the factories are just running to make you money at the end of the day. So it's like, do you really need a factory that pumps things out really, really fast? Not really. I'm happy with how they are at the minute. It gives me a little bit. The thing is, it gives me a little bit of time to get into another job, so I don't have to constantly keep focusing on, oh, is there a pallet there? Is it ready to rock and roll? Yeah. I just leave it and then go over whenever I want to. So. But yeah, the other thing at the minute I'm currently building is the roller coaster. I know that switched over to another phase. I don't even know what phase it is. It'd be nice if there was a something to say, oh, you're now onto phase 4, phase 5 of the build. But yeah, really, I don't know. I don't even know how much more there is to do on that thing. I think it's what, 10 phases, something like that, like the factories, or not the factories, what do you call them, the buildables, constructables. So yeah, I don't know. I really, really don't know. He's pretend it's a video on the dash cam inside. Yeah, yeah, there you go. It's a video on my dash cam. The other thing is this thing doesn't really have a dash cam, unfortunately. But yeah, even the little mirrors right here, they are freaking useless, to be honest. And Don B here, thank you very much for the 100 BTs. Am I on the right screen? I am. Is the fishing program broken down again? Let me do a refresh on that. Let's close you. And where's the little bit there? Let's reload that. I do apologise. There. We'll keep you open because I'm probably going to be playing something in a minute. And there. Maybe you're just doing too much fishing, guys. It just doesn't like it. There's that. We'll close you. There we go. I don't know if I'm even able to do additional casts for you. But thank you very much. Thank you. I wonder if I can do... Let's have a look at something in a second. I'll stick with tools. It's mainly for everyone that wants to build the roller coaster. Yeah, actually, I like JD's where his is set up at the minute. But it's literally up to you if you wanted to, Team Miller. At the end of the day, there's nothing stopping you doing it. Another thing, obviously, Green Thumb Farmer, he could quite easily convert his big building if he wanted to, where it does all the stuff as well with the bays and that we had on 22. There's nothing stopping him doing that as well. There we go. But what if you do, Mr. Miller, what I would maybe say is have a look at what the base game ones are at the minute, maybe just upping it a little bit. Only a little bit. Because I know obviously Farmer Marks, bless his cotton socks, is struggling to keep on top of your factories with certain products because of the amount that it's going through and just how quick it's going through them as well. So yeah, that's another thing to consider. It's alright saying, okay, we've got this, that going, but yeah, it's a lot of work to keep some of these factories up and running, as Farmer Max now knows. Oh, okay, I got it straight away. That's good going. Let's see if we can get these. Hey there, Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy? There we go. And to be honest, I haven't really paid too much attention to them myself. If they produce, they produce. If they don't, if they shut down, I really aren't. I'm not that bothered. But I know Farmer Marks have definitely been given a very, very close watch on them. There we go. See, I don't even know how far away that thing really is. And then another thing as well, I can't really tell how high it is out there. Oh my goodness, it started raining. It's lucky my hired helpers are now shut down for the day from the looks of it. Where we are, right, and just make the paper and carton roll factory. Well, to be honest, it is literally up to you. Obviously, NBC is going to go through and tweak his to output more. So that, ooh, what's that? Can I use that axe? I want to use that axe. I never even noticed that before. What the heck? I don't remember seeing them before. We've got a freaking, what's that, a wood splitter there. There's a broom. There's a shovel. The heck? When did they get added? I don't remember seeing them before. The John Deere AR pack on the mod hub has errors and warnings. Ah. Do you have the IR mod? Interactive control mod as well there, Team Mother? Because it may be a necessary mod for PC players. Okay, that's quite full actually. If that's the one that you were on about that has the IR controls. Yes. I'm guessing. Oh, it's about the lights, is it? Oh, interesting. Great testing. Well done to the modder and to the Giants for testing it. That is really weird. But yeah, lights have been a right pain. I don't have the IRC. Okay. Right, so it's carpenter, 2 sawmills. This can go into the main sawmill, and whatever's left what I'll do is I'll throw that into the paper factory, and I think that's close to at least some being there. But yeah, it's definitely a shame that the trains don't auto-load. That's all I can say. Yes. What a shame, but then again it is John Deere's. I'm a kid. I'm just joking, I love John Deere's really. Let's see, Mr. Juris said he is doing good, thanks, just been playing with some alpacas. Oh, jealous. Jealous! I am so jealous of you, Mr. Juris. Dang it. Oop. Oh, actually, how much did that give me? 76? Okay, that's good. At least it's running, that's the main thing. I'm kind of thinking maybe maybe a little bit each day, just to keep it going. Should be fine. Yes. Rather than just blasting through, doing tons. Believe the factory where you should drop off cotton. There is no box where you drop off. Is this? Oh, we'll take a little drive over there, Madeira, to show you. Is that the big textile factory? Is that the one you're on about? It's the same place that there's always basically been for unloading. There's no visual, but yeah, I can always show you where it is. Da, 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 da. Yeah, well, to be honest, which factory are you on about? Because there's the rubber factory that takes cotton. There is the big Cushy's Textiles. Which one would you be on about? So I go to the correct one. Obviously, the rubber factory, to see the unload trigger area, you do need to own the land it's on. The one on 78. So that would be the rope factory, probably down the road here. I can never remember. It's 78. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so let's take a little detour. Good, didn't have to go all the way to the textile factory, so that helps. But yeah, with the way some of the factories are set up, here we go. This one right here, which is the rope factory. Yeah, the way it's set up is kind of weird for some of them. Some of the triggers show, some don't. But yeah, the trigger itself for unloading is around the back here. What you want to look for is this little green loading zone. That's where the unload area is. So if you're doing contracts and stuff, you want to look for that and drop it right there. To allow you to see the triggers and the marker, what you will need to do is come inside here. And I think it's, is it in here or here? You have to buy it basically to show them. But in addition, there is somewhere around here a collectible if you haven't found it yet. Oh, that's a weird bit. That looks like there should be a shutter here that comes down. That's weird. But yeah. Oh, I wish my graphics card would sort itself out. But yes. But you don't have, actually, if you're doing like contracts and you're selling cotton, or wool for that fact, to the rope factory, you do not need to own it. Okay, so if you're doing a contract and you say take it to the rope factory, you can literally just bring it to the rope factory and go straight to that trigger right there and unload it. Obviously, eventually you're probably going to need to want to buy it, so bear that one in mind. Yes, I know a few people have said, oh, I can't see the trigger and all this, that, ended up buying it, wasting their money, and yeah, they didn't really need to, so yeah. Also, my pizza pop factory has some errors with the lights on JD's phone. Oh yes, yeah, that's kind of a weird one. If they're using the base game lights team there, it shouldn't be throwing any errors at all. So kind of a weird one. Yeah, a lot of the factories that are pre-placed, yeah, you won't see the triggers until you actually buy them, so bear that one in mind as well. The carpenter up here by the sawmill is the same. The barrel factory, or the cooperage, say, that one's the same. I don't know, it's a weird one. I think it's just where it's set to buys farmland or something in the XML. It just doesn't quite like it or something. But it is what it is. Who knows, maybe in the next map, or the next version of this map, things like that will be corrected so you see the triggers and yes, where they unload before you buy them. Be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yes you do. I had the issue with yeah, to be honest, I've had lots of, like, say, contracts going to the rope factory. As long as I knew where the trigger was, yeah, it took it all. Every single time. Oops, it didn't come this way. But yeah, I've never needed to buy a factory to do a contract, let's put it that way. So, yeah. It will, because I've done it myself. I can't say it will game at all. And I know of quite a few other people who have streamed doing it as well. Don't be here, there we go. You finally got it. Thank you very much for those 100 biddies. Yeah, unfortunately I now own that one, but yeah. So I can't really say yes. Actually, I can even, before we disappear, I'm going to do a quick save. I'm going to prove a point that it does work. So let's get this out of here. Save. And the nice thing is I do have Easy Dev Tool to be able to do this instead of Power Tools. Yeah, that's one thing I will say as well, guys. If you're going to use the Easy Dev Controls mod, get rid of Power Tools, because they do conflict. I literally loaded up a base game map as a test with just those two mods, and the amount of issues I had trying to do things, yeah, just because of those two mods. Yeah, take one out, get rid of all Power Tools if you want to, because the nice thing is, whatever I need right now, Easy Dev Tool will do it. I really don't need to worry about. Actually, yeah, let's turn that off. Continue, and we're just going to start with everything that's in my mod folder. Everything. But yes, I do recommend it now. GTX is the mod creator. Wow, that's a nice little pretty candy Corydorus. Yes, Corydorus is a type of catfish. Little catfish. Subspecies. I've had quite a few. Now the only problem is I don't know if I'm going to have any contracts available for it, but we'll have a little look. I might be able to run through a month till the cotton is ready, so this is going to be a lovely little starter test as well. It may be the trailer you were using, possibly Gamer Paul. That's the only thing I could say. Yeah, sometimes you need to put them onto the ground itself, and yeah, that could be what it was as well. For some reason, some trailers I did notice wouldn't unload the cotton, so bear that one in mind. Right, start you, confirm you, so no errors, no warnings, good. We'll get that going. There's a couple of loading areas missing for timber parking. Yeah, no idea. Oh, it's something to do with the train. And load. Right then, so let's have a look first of all. When is cotton ready to harvest? So go into October. So we're going to jump through 2 in-game months. And I can turn that on. Okay. And we'll take it through. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Well, slow down. It was October, wasn't it? Yep, so cotton should technically be ready now. So we have fields 84. There we go. Let's have a little look at the contracts to see if we've got anything yet. Dang it. Nothing yet. I should have added in the contracts mods as well. Obviously I've taken them out of my save game now because I really didn't need them. It could have been the trailers.
So just do it!
Yeah.
Make your dreams come true!
You got some in free cotton. Yeah, you don't actually get any cotton added, that's the only problem. And Hectate, thank you. Yes, I'm trying to do it. I am. Oh man, there's no bridge here. But yeah, for anybody just starting the map as well, obviously I keep seeing this comment coming up. What you want to look for is on the bridges, on one side in particular, there will be this sign right here that says keep out, under construction. You want to buy that side of the bridge to be able to show the trigger and start adding products.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Never, never! Let's see. How are we doing? Contracts, go on. Yes, I should have done it. Actually, let me do a quick save. I'm going to add in the contract mods very, very quickly, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. T. Miller, for that. Thank you. And it was that refreshing, that last sound there. Yeah, but that's a myth as well. If anybody wasn't aware, is if you own a factory and you get a contract that goes to that particular factory, you don't actually get any products from the contract until it's complete. Just so you're aware.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Better contracts, that'll do. Install you. It'll allow me to do some refreshing. Hello, hello, hello! Good. How you doing there, Mr. Rusty Nail? Yeah, that's all I really need, doesn't it? So, let's try this one more time, quickly. Deselect, select all, start. But yeah, seemingly this evening, the UK is going to be hit with thunderstorms. We had a yellow warning come through. I kind of wonder if that could also have been what was affecting the stream earlier. But one nice thing is it is showing both in my streaming program, OBS, and on the Twitch stream manager that the connection is excellent. So that is good. Okay, we're going to see if we can get this working quickly. If we get a cotton contract, great. Then what we'll do is we'll accept it, and then we'll go over to the rope factory. Obviously, it has to be going to the rope factory as well. That's the other big problem. But yeah, it's limited to start off with, so it should, in theory, go to there anyway. Oh, fudge! I just did the wrong save game, didn't I? Yes, I don't want that in here. One sec, guys. I'm just going to have to crash. I just realised I loaded up my save game rather than that test one quickly. Already started getting some little rumbles through. Oh, okay. Yes. From the looks of it, it's going to be going on up until about midnight from the sounds of it. So it's going to be quite... It's going round and round and round. Hey, LPs! How you doing, by the way? So we're just reloading quickly. One sec, guys. There we go. Rear. And... that one! Select all. Go. But yes. But yes, I love a good thunderstorm. I really, really do. Ever since I was a kid, it's fascinated me. I don't know why. Whenever there's been like thunder and lightning, I just have to sit at the window watching it, or actually be out in the garden watching it until the rain really starts tipping down. I just have to watch the lightning, and it mesmerizes me. Same with fire. That's another thing as well. A proper live fire. Just seeing the flames dancing and doing their thing in the fire. It's like crazy. Mesmerizing it is. Both of them are mesmerizing. I love it. And then obviously when the fire starts dying down, get a bit of bread on a fork, toast either side, bit of butter. Oh, lovely. Gotta love it. Right, there we go. Let's try this one more time. I should have thought about this earlier, but yeah, nope. Right, start. Right, let's see how we're doing now. Contracts. Nothing at the minute, but let's... I thought there was an option to refresh. Oh yeah, new. There. There we go. Let's see what we got. Do we have any cotton here? Come on, give me cotton. There we go. Cotton. Go into the rope maker, so we're going to accept that. Accept. Yes. There we go. So, good. Phew. Right, so 54 to 79. So let's jump down to 79. Now I'm going to do two different ways. So first of all, I'm going to come right here. We're going to spawn out a bale of cotton. If it's going to allow me to. I might have to go for the big boy. How do you get... I haven't done this yet. Square, round... Oh yeah, there we go. That's a big cotton bale. So that is going to be loaded onto a trailer in just a sec. Let's do the square bale, maximize, spawn. There's a module. I'm going to test a trailer or two. But, yeah, if you come over here, obviously I haven't even purchased this yet, so bear that one in mind. So let's spawn a module bale. And one of the kitty cats is, yes, been to the bathroom and it smells, oh my goodness, substrate, there we go. But yeah, if we bring this across, as you can see in the bottom, oh crap, you can't, but there you go. Bale instantly gone. Okay, it's sold, but obviously if that was coming off that field, it should count. Actually, if we come into here, let me just check something. Active, yeah. Where is the info on this? Does this not? Oh, it might be a different mod. I'm sure there was a way of seeing what had been delivered per contract. But yeah, that worked fine. Okay, it sold, but it worked. Let's grab a trailer. Oh, helps have come in here. Let's grab a truck. We'll grab the old Volvo there. We'll buy you. And we'll grab my trailer off my Trello, which is low loader? Nope. Flatbed there. We'll lease that. And I'll just check to see how that works. But one nice thing is, as well, if you weren't aware, Easy Dev will also allow you to teleport your vehicle. However, if you've got an trailer with pallets on, don't teleport because you'll probably end up losing the pallets. Yes. But yes, what you can do, come into here, come into vehicles. Is it vehicles or is it that one? Okay, the general settings. Obviously, you've got this teleport vehicle. Click on the little arrow, and what you can do, dunk, just like that. You can auto load, teleport, should say. 1, 2. Now let's see if this works on here. So obviously, I do have auto load currently still active. I don't think I've actually done it this way. I might have done. But yeah, if we come, the trigger should be right in front of that little green sign there. Let's turn that off. It did take a little bit. But if we take the straps off. There you go. So, yes, it could be the type of trailer you were using there, Gamer Paul. Definitely. But yeah, if you do have a trailer and you drive through that trigger, and it doesn't take it, obviously, 1, make sure it's not all loaded. 2, there's no straps active. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, that you can see the box there. Let me actually pull it forward a bit. It is pretty big. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, that box there is your bail trigger, basically. It's huge. So if it doesn't take it off of one trailer, it could be the trailer or possibly a mod. Just saying. But yeah, that worked perfectly fine. But yeah, just look for that little symbol. Look, the loading zone right there. If you see that, that's where you want to unload your contract bales to. And thinking about it, it might be just one of the settings hasn't been turned on yet, but I'm sure there was a way of showing the progress. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll give you a hint, guys, if you haven't seen it. So I did mention that there is a a collectible around this area. So if I stand right there, think back to my one that's on my save game that I showed a little while ago. It could be in that little walkway right there. Just saying. Or it could be somewhere else around the building. But yeah, if you didn't spot it, then you never probably will. But yeah, anywho, we are going to call it there for today. I'm glad I got that working, because I was starting to sweat there. I was thinking, oh, please don't say they've broken the blinking triggers now or something. Yeah, no, my luck, it'd probably break and wouldn't work. But no, thankfully it worked. But yes, anywho, we are going to go and see who is out there in the wide world of Twitch. So let's get over to the ending screen. Want to say a big, huge thanks to all you guys for coming out today. Much, much appreciated. Big, huge thanks to obviously Farming Trucker for the raid at the beginning of the stream. It's great to see him back up and running. Hopefully, being able to get back into doing more and more streams. Obviously, he did say he was hoping to try and get streaming later on again today, possibly over the weekend. So, yay! But let's have a little look. Who is out there in the wide world of Twitch? But while I'm trying to find someone, for you guys over on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I will